County Circuit Court is now in session. Honorable Judge Bradley W. Fish presiding. Silence is commanded. You may be seated.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Judge.
It's a pleasure to have everybody here today, and especially for such an important occasion on the graduation of our friend and participant, Dorothy Gordon. Hi, Dorothy.
Hi. Yes, girl. Yes. Yes, amen, amen.
We're going to talk quite a bit more about Dorothy, and we have some folks who are going to speak, myself included, and really looking forward to that. Before I get into that, though, I do want to welcome some folks that are here. I want to welcome all the friends and family of Dorothy that are here to celebrate with her today, and it means a great deal that you're here. Also, our fellow participants who are here, thank you all for being here to support Dorothy on this important day and this major life accomplishment. Also want to thank our drug court team who are seated around the room here towards the front. I'm not going to go through everybody by name, but most of you know a lot of these folks or all of these folks, and without them, our what we do here would not be possible. They're extremely hardworking, committed people who really just go above and beyond every day to try to help the participants and make this program work, and I think they do an excellent job of that. Also want to take a moment to recognize Pulaski County, and our representative from the county here is Mr. Anthony Akers. Anthony is sort of a dual role person here, and if you know Anthony, you know he has about 10 or 20 hats that he wears. He's probably coached a lot of you in sports and things. I see a couple of you right there. And Anthony is just an all-around great guy, but he is a member of our team here. He's got a dual role as a member of our drug court team, and he's also sort of informally serves as our liaison with the county. And we really appreciate you and your support, and we appreciate the county's support. Thank you, sir. Which has been tremendous for this program over the years. I also want to take a moment to recognize and thank NRVCS. NRVCS has been extremely supportive of this program from its inception, and really without the support of NRVCS, this program probably wouldn't exist. So I thank NRVCS, and to the extent that some of those folks who may not be here today, please pass that along. And so also we have a special guest and someone I certainly want to recognize, and that's Chief Shoemate. And that's our new Chief of Police for the town of Pulaski. Welcome, sir. Yes. And we're glad that you're here, and we look forward to working with you and getting you ready. We appreciate the town's support as well. And thank you for being here. It means a lot. Okay, I'm going to pipe down here in just a moment, and so I know you're all glad to hear that. And so we're going to hear from somebody who is really important to this program, and I'm just delighted that she wanted to speak today, and that's Ferletta Martinez. You all know Ferletta, we know Ferletta, we're really proud of her and all that she has accomplished. And she has a close connection with a lot of you folks, and certainly with Dorothy. So Ferletta wanted to speak today, and we thought that would be great. So Ferletta, take it away.
Hello, my name is Ferletta Martinez. I'm a peer support specialist at New River Valley Community Services. I work with the drug court team, and I'm also a graduate of the Pulaski County Drug Court. What an honor it is to be here to celebrate Dorothy and her graduation. 190 people die every day in the United States from a drug overdose. This number is rising as we face the fentanyl epidemic. Many people look at these statistics and think, who cares? They're just addicts and criminals. Lock them up. We are more than that. We are mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters. We are artists, welders, caregivers, and assemblers. Drug court said we care when it felt like nobody else did, and gave us the opportunity to break the cycle of addiction and incarceration, giving us the chance to start over by providing us with treatment, accountability, and support. That might sound easy, but it is not. It takes hard work from the drug court team, but most importantly, from all the participants. You can only get out of this program what you put in. Making these life changes takes hard work, dedication, and time. Dorothy, you've put in the hard work, and you're standing here at the finish line. But this is not the end. It's a new chapter of your recovery journey. You have the tools you need to be successful. It is an honor to have walked alongside of you, watching you grow, overcoming barriers, and meeting your goals. You have proven that recovery is possible. Addiction is a disease that takes away our power of choice. This program has helped so many take back their power. It only takes one person to believe in you to make a difference. And we all have a whole team. Some words of advice. Be proud of who you are and all that you have accomplished. Don't let your past define who you are today. Stay in the moment. Live just for today, every day. Stay connected. You are not alone. Always put your recovery first. Don't let fear hold you back from your dreams. When you are nervous about stepping outside of your comfort zone, remind yourself, it feels scary because it's unfamiliar, not because I'm incapable. Congratulations, Dorothy. We are so proud of you.
Thank you so much, Philetta. That was so special, and we really appreciate that. And those were very wise and moving words, and so thank you. Probably going to be asking you to do that some more in the future, just so you're aware. But I thought that was excellent. And we're going to now hear from some of our drug court staff members, and specifically Lori Trejo and Dana Dow, and that will be in regards to some of the accomplishments that Dorothy has had. And we'll start with Lori. Go ahead.
Again, my name is Lori Trail. I have had the pleasure of working with Dorothy the entire time that she's gone through her journey. Again, I just want to kind of, I guess, reiterate some of what Philetta said. This is not easy. And Dorothy, I think, has been an example of the fact that everybody has their own journey and there is no one right way to do it. And so I think you have shown that you've done the hard work. You really have done the hard work. And you never, even if you struggled, you never gave up, and you continue to do the hard work. And because you never gave up, we were able to not give up on you. And so that, it's great to see you here today. You truly are just a joy to be around. I think you're genuine. I think you're kind, you're caring, you care about all of the participants and try to support them. And so we're grateful to be able to be here today and celebrate you. Again, I just want to say Heather couldn't be here. Heather Armstrong has worked alongside Dorothy the whole time. She cares about you. She hates that she had to miss it. She did want you to know how proud she is of you. And so I just want to say again, we want you to stay connected. We don't want you, just because you're graduating, it's not done. So we want you to stay connected, okay? So I will turn it over to Dana.
Dorothy, I just want you to know, you've had good days, you've had bad days, but you've always pulled through. And I want you to know I could not be more proud of you as I am today. And I want to wish you the best of luck. And you've got my number. If you ever want to call, feel free to.
Thank you. And Dorothy, if you want to come on up.
drug court, I had nothing but the clothes on my back, literally. I had nowhere to go. My mom had passed away while I was in jail, and I had ruined all the other relationships in my life before I went. I had no idea who I was, and no clue how to stay clean or live a normal life. The day I was released, Lori and Heather met me at drug court housing and allowed me to stay there. Later that day, Dana Mans brought me soap and shampoo and other personals. That night, Mark Server stopped by and sat and talked with me for an hour. From day one, y'all guided me and gave me hope. This hasn't been an easy program for me. I've had setbacks and relapses, but drug court never gave up on me. Anytime I would struggle, Heather Armstrong would build me up, and she would not let me give up on myself. Mark Server would show up at my house and talk and let me vent. Molly Everett helped me change the way I look at things, and a few times Judge Finch ordered me to jail with compassion and a clean slate when I got out. With all the classes, meetings, and counseling, I began to change my mindset. I got my license for the first time in my life. I got a car, a full-time job, and most importantly, I restored relationships with my dad and my children. And I've gotten to be a part of watching my granddaughter grow. I have a relationship with God, I have peace in my life, and I know my self-worth. I'm so grateful that y'all never gave up on me. And I want to say thank you to Heather Armstrong for loving me until I knew how to love myself. And I feel blessed to be able to continue to be a part of drug court. And thank y'all. Y'all saved my life.
That was very touching, and thank you for that. Believe it or not, it's been our pleasure. And so, sort of like Dana said, you've had ups and downs, but throughout it all, you have just been a shining example to others. And I'm going to say a few words about you and your progress in this program, about our program, and so bear with me while I do that. It's certainly pales in comparison to what Perletta and Dorothy have shared with you all today. And but it is something that I want to do. And so several of the areas I want to discuss were discussed by Perletta and Dorothy, and I want to reiterate some of those. And one of those is about support and support of others. And as you can probably tell from the comments you've heard so far, support is an extremely important part of drug court. And many of our participants, like Dorothy just expressed to you, they may enter the drug court program with little or no support from others in their lives. They often have no positive peer support. Oftentimes the peers that they are in contact with are from substance use relationships. They may have little or no remaining family support. They may have damaged family relationships over the years as a result of their substance use. And we try to foster and encourage positive peer and family interaction. And Dorothy is a shining example of that. Dorothy is and was and will always be willing to help others and to be a support for her peers and the people in her life. And you know, it's been wonderful to watch Dorothy sort of take people under her wing. And there are more than a couple of people that are in the room here today, and they know who they are. People that Dorothy really took under her wing and tried to show them the way and the path toward recovery and toward a healthy, substance-free life. And she did that. And she would take folks to meetings. She would sort of pull them up by their bootstraps and take them to church and take them to meetings and try to get them on the right course. And she was always there for people. And we really appreciate that, Dorothy, and recognize that and respect that. And discussed was accountability. And one thing that you may not have noticed about Dorothy, and I'm talking to our participants and our team here, you may or may not have noticed, she never made excuses. When Dorothy made a mistake or a bad decision, which, you know, we all have decisions that we regret, but when Dorothy did that, she took accountability for it, she took responsibility for it, she did not make excuses, and she tried to do better. And that is all we can ask of anybody, Dorothy, and I thought you were a wonderful example of that. And I'm really proud of you for that. And I'll say another thing along those lines, she was always grateful. Dorothy never approached her recovery with a sense of resentment or again, never any type of excuses. She was grateful. She recognized that people were trying to help her, and she appreciated that. She was genuine about it, and I think that was also just a great example to everybody else in how you carried yourself. I want to talk a little bit about health, and in this program, many of our participants, they enter the program with significant health problems. They may have physical health problems, they may have mental or emotional health concerns, and that is something that they have to work on and try to work through as part of their recovery, because sometimes mental or emotional or physical health problems can make substance use recovery that much harder. And so, and I mention that because in the case of Dorothy, in addition to addressing her substance use disorder, she also seriously and courageously addressed any health concerns that she had. And Dorothy, I thought you were a great example in that as well. And I thought that with each passing month, you grew stronger and more confident and more self-assured. And I've always respected the way that you tackle your problems, confront them, and try to deal with them and address them in a constructive way. You certainly did that. That's a great example to everybody else. Another important component of drug court is employment. And I think that employment and a job is key to success in substance use recovery. And in my experience with the drug court program, when a participant is engaged in committed employment, it is beneficial to their long-term success. It increases their self-assurance, their self-reliance, self-confidence, and that has certainly been the case with Dorothy. In the case of Dorothy, not only did she maintain steady employment, she helped other people get jobs. She helped people get jobs who hadn't had jobs in quite some time. And so then you can see that person benefiting also from that. So not just Dorothy benefiting from it, but the other person as well. And it's yet another example of her taking people under her wing, her looking out for her fellow man, her fellow woman, and helping them along the way that she was helped along and that you recognized in your comments a few minutes ago. And so further, that Dorothy touched on was family. And many, as I said a moment ago, many of our participants in the program have severely damaged relationships with their family over the years. And by addressing their substance use disorder in recovery, they work to repair those relationships and repair and restore that trust that has been damaged over the years. And in Dorothy's case, she has just done that in such a wonderful way. And she has helped repair relationships with her kids. She dearly loves her family. And I can tell you all that she really just loves you all so much. And her granddaughter, who she just adores, and who also adores her. And I will say all of that has been part of her recovery. All of that has been not only enabled by her recovery, but it has also served to bolster and strengthen her recovery. And I think you've been a wonderful example in that way too, Dorothy. So thank you for that. We're so happy for you on that as well. I have always found Dorothy to be an inspiration to myself and to the participants in our program. And it has always brightened my day to see her here. And Dorothy, I will miss seeing you here. I really will. And however, I hope that you will continue to be a part of this program. You have so much to offer. You have so much knowledge and so much life experience and so much to offer the other participants in this program. And I hope that you will do that for yourself and for them. And I would like to see that go on for years and years, that you are part of this and a part of what we do here. And so with that, I would like us all to give Dorothy a round of applause. All right. And so that is the end of the formality part of this. I will also say, Dorothy, it's going to be my pleasure as soon as I see that paper to sign and dismiss the charges. You've earned this 110%. And so now we're going to just fellowship a little bit. We have some sandwiches and things from Jimmy John's, and I want everybody to stay and enjoy themselves and partake in that and enjoy each other's company. I'm going to go take this robe off, and I'll be right back. Don't wait on me, and see everybody here in a minute.
Thank you.